Hey everybody, welcome back to Papa's Happy Place. This week I'm going to make another pinter. Now you all have seen me clean this stuff, so I'm not going to do that on camera. But I'm doing the Big Mouth remixed from a collaboration with the Yeastie Boys in New Zealand, Australian, maybe it's Australian brewery. And this is kind of a New Zealand IPA, I think is what they're calling it. So it's got some of those fruity New Zealand flavors. It's going to have possibly some white grape, tropical. That's what we're going to get in this one. So let me get everything ready, and then we'll make this up, and then.
Dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, dance, dance like nobody's watching me.
Okay, guys, I just loaded up the app on my phone so I can give me all the timing and everything. And that's right. So we're gonna. I'm done purifying. I've got everything clean. So we're gonna. Right. Brewing instructions. Set my carbonation dial. Let me drain this off real quick. Get everything cleaned up. Ready to go. Okay. Get our syrup. Sanitize some scissors. Pour some syrup in. You guys seen me do this before. I'm gonna put a little bit of water back in this, rinse out the most of the wort that I can. Again, just using my water I got here that I've put my Camden tablet in. So it's basically just my tap water. It's got rid of the chloramine. Do that a couple times, get most of this wort out of here. Okay, that's mostly gone. Now we're going to add water up to the white line. No, this water has been boiled, guys, so it's sanitary. It's boiled with the Camden tablet, and that gets rid of the... Okay, white line. Which, if you get a pinter, you'll see it's got a differentiation of the color of the plastic on the inside. White line. Uh-oh. Something's leaking here. See this guy over here? Yeah, he made a mistake. And I'm here to help you not make that mistake. When you go to fill your pinter with your wort, you should probably check all your valves and stuff first. The best way I can think of to do that is put a little bit of water in there before, and then dump it back out so you can get your measurements right. Or you can put some of the water in it first. If the water dumps out, you're okay. But you don't want to lose that liquid gold, baby. So make sure you're not doing something like Yancey Boy over here and make your beer like you're supposed to. It's not leaking now, so I'm going to put my wort back in my pinter. Now, I'm not going to add any more water for what I lost because this has already got the concentrations all figured out, and I didn't lose a whole lot. I lost maybe a pint. So yeah, I'm just barely under that white line right now, so I'm good. That'll still be plenty. We'll get that cleaned up here in a little bit. So now we put the lid on. Make sure our lid's sanitized. I put a little food safe silicone around my... I've had this. Man, it gets stuck on there. It takes quite a bit. So I'm gonna put a little silicone on there just to make sure that I can get this off later. Because it really sucks when you're trying to get it put together, clean it up, whatever, and you can't get the... There we go. There we go. And now I can actually get it apart. Look at that. Get your little food safe silicone put on them threads and that O-ring in there. It'll save you some headache. Okay. Yeast. Again. Sanitize. Put our yeast in it. We're at beer, guys. And put this back together. Get the brewing dot. I'll get a quick picture with the brewing dock on there. I'll put together, and then this one sets, guys. They're saying this one should be fermented at like 77 degrees, so you may find a warmer spot. Put yours in. Okay. Put the lid on. Here we go. Let's shake it up a little bit, guys. Get some thumbnails here. Here we go. Okay, guys. This one's going to set. We're going to set for, I think this one sets for 7 days. Let me look. So to set my carbonation dial to 5. Add water, add fresh press, add the brewing yeast. Set aside the hopper, it's going to add later. Screw on the main cap. Shake the pinter, attach the brewing dock. Check the alignment and turn the pinter over. Leave it to brew. 64 to 72. Fahrenheit, 18 to 22 Celsius. And let it brew. So 7 days. And then you hop. You hop when you start conditioning. So you put your hop concentrate when you start to condition. So all right, well, here we are, guys. It's been quite a bit later. Had quite a few other beers going on, so let's talk about this one. This is the Yeastie Boys. It's a collab between Yeastie Boys and Pinter. Man, this sucker's clear. I've got some chill haze on it, but it dropped clear, so their yeast is dropping real nice and clear. Maybe a little fruit flavor or aroma is a little fruit. I will have to say that if you get a pinter, you do have to understand that when you first start pouring on them, you gotta be real careful with that handling. You just get you a ton of head. It takes a minute to go down it. It's okay, but it tends to overcarb a little bit. So, but without having to add CO2 and everything to it, it makes sense to me. It's just you gotta give it a second, pour kind of slow. You can adjust hoses and stuff to get you a better pour, but it's what it is. But it makes a real nice beer. Okay. Mouthfeel on this one. It's medium, lingers there a little bit, guys. It's not bad. Flavor. Again, it's been a while, guys. So I tasted a little earlier, a little hoppier then. So I think with a little longer condition, some of that hop's being knocked out of it. But I get a good flavor, but it's not bitter, it's not grassy, it's not anything like that. It's just you get kind of a fruity flavor out of it. Maybe like a tropical. Not super tropical, not like a juice. It's just got a little tropical something to it. Good lacing on the glass. See if I can spin up a little more head here. Well, yeah, it comes back, so it's just got some carbonation. No, there it is, guys. That's my take on the Yeastie Boys from Pinter. It's pretty decent beer. I think Pinter, and they might make a better beer, but it's not bad for A kit, you throw in a plastic fermenter and just let her go. Put it in your fridge for a couple weeks. That's not a bad deal. If you don't want to deal with the hassle of full brew and all the fermentation and all the equipment that you need for, full grain brewing, and actually you still need even a little more equipment or a little less equipment than like extract brewing. You don't need as much as full grain, but this is actually pretty simple. That's something that interests you guys. They're out there. I'm gonna be doing some looking at some other options, so stay tuned for that. And if you made it this far, thanks for coming, guys. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate people coming and visiting and leaving comments, telling me what they think about it. That interaction's kind of fun. So this is something that interests you and you could see yourself wanting to see more of this, go ahead and hit that subscribe, hit the bell, and that will actually let you know when I put another video out, and it'll notify you, and you can get that information. I'm doing all kinds of different projects, guys, so thanks for coming to Papa's Happy Place. I do appreciate it, and sláinte.